Okay.
L'chaim v'uvracha. I wanted to share with you my experience of a Chasidic perspective and a Chasidic experience of Lag Baomer at the site where it all boils down to in Meron with Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Thank God, there's an overall perspective of how Lag Baomer Meron is. There's davening, there's learning, there's buying, all in the Jewish context. If you want to get an experience of what a small little version of what it is, to see what Lag Baomer Meron is, B'chlal, Google search Yishai Fleischer Lag Baomer, and it gives you a real feeling of what Lag Baomer is about. A lot of eating, a lot of davening, a lot of hugging, a lot of good Jews. It is the real Jewish festival. But I want to give you this year's experience. You enter in, you come off one of the squares, and right at the bottom of the square, there is the big side where the people that are affiliated with the Mishachist version of Chabad, they're like, you hear literally in perfect music from the recording of with the Casio, the one you always hear, and you hear it, and people are running back and forth, and you go up. Then I made a left, and I go down the thing, and there's the Chassidus booth, the Chassidus station, where they're selling Sefer Chassidus. They have a tent with the Rebbe video, because obviously we're talking again about hundreds of dimensions, about 100,000s of people. And you hear, all of a sudden I hear a boy over the microphone. Sida verschiedene Preise, die was kommen und lernt Chassidus da. It was like, literally like, to betachas hadiyuk, for someone that spent many years being alive and listening and being culturally engaged and knowing the details of it and seeing it played out in full regalia to the minutest detail of cultural expression. It was amazing. I thought it was fun. I felt like I walked right into like memories from like the 1990s, going to camp and stuff. It was exactly the same thing. And like I said originally, on the other side, the people with the Mishachist doing their thing, they're also expressing themselves culturally in the way they are, the exact minute detail. Next to them, you have Hayodim HaKadoshim Shel Rabbi Nachman, Shel Nanach Nachman Ullman. And they got their techno music and they have their players flying, and they're also expressing their totzar, their product, in exactly the way everybody's doing it. And it was amazing, and I shared with a friend that like when Beis Hamikdash comes, everyone's going to have their hall where they're going to be expressing their holiest, their utmost. The word in English is utmost. Their utmost element of what it is that they bring to the Jewish people, and the most tachlis adir to the exact specification and expression. And it was unbelievable. It was literally, and then so that's what I wanted to share, and I also wanted to share that. This year I had there's an old Hasidic custom among the Lubavitch Chassidim that when they would go to the tzaddik, to the Rebbe, for yechidus, for private audience, who represented the Torah in this world, and sort of represented the Jewish people and spoke for what Hashem wanted and spoke for Hashem and spoke for the Jewish people, for the Torah. That afterwards, after having that soul time, that they would go out and they would have a Yechidus dance. And it's a whole thing. There are Nigunim that are printed that come from that they would dance, and everybody would dance. So after going to Rabbi Shimon, there's like this long circle that stretches the length of a football field, and up raised on the bleachers you have Chilik Frank, who is a very famous clarinetist. He's playing, that's the perfect Lag Baomer songs. The melody is not too advanced. The beat is perfect. The song is perfect. Whoever came up with it is just brilliant. From musical sociological perspective, it's perfect. And everybody's dancing and holding, and just grab one hand, you grab another hand, and you just go, and you're just happy to just, again, everybody's betachas, and again, the background of davening, learning, eating, more eating, obviously, Yisrael, mikveh, it's all time under the umbrella of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, what he stood for in the Jewish people, and in the Torah, and in obviously Yisrael, but it casts a certain. So that's what I wanted to share with you, and I really think that if you've never been to Meron, I really want to say right now, thank you to whoever's helping me. I just wanted to show one more thing, is that is before I run away, is that, which would be remiss, which I already thought of last year, is like every cultural thing I ever did, any place I walked into in my life, any person I met in my life, any davening or learning or thing in a mitzvah kedusha that I did, all that, put that all together, culture, Torah, mitzvahs, ruchnis, Torah, Avis Yisrael, learning Chasids, anything you meant, all led up to the first time I went to Meron. It was all came together in one place at one time with all the Jewish people, everything. And so I want to share that with you, and you should have all the blessings. Thank you. And it's nice to see you again. Push the red button.